Michael Laine of the Copenhagen Voice. We are still guerrilla dining. Part of the concept this evening is art, and we have a Dutch photographer called
Eelco, Franz.
And you have half a dozen or a dozen black and white photographs, artistic photographs.
Yeah.
Why black and white?
Because of the depth that it brings. So color, you must have a real good reason to use color, and you must be very careful that it's not just a registration and it gets more layers in its work. And with black and white, it's easier to get there. Only your subject must be good for the black and white.
Okay. When you say that, I mean, you've got here 4 pictures of plants that are just
flowers
are sprouting. What is so special about producing them in black and white? Surely the colour, the green and the red and the yellow, would be eye-catching.
Yeah, that's now you just said why. Because I've seen so many color pictures of flowers, and it's of course you do it in color because the colors are so nice. But isn't there more about a flower than just the colors? Isn't there also the form that's interesting? So in black and white, I concentrate on the form and not on the way it looks in coloring. And I think that's interesting because I never see it. I never see it happen. So it's a part where you still can do some investigation or can become something. So it's more like a test, or people will see that or will feel that.
But you can see that the grains of earth or sand, whichever this is growing in, they are in fact quite well depicted.
Yeah.
Is that because of the depth in the black and white process?
Yeah, it's because of the depth and also because of the equipment you use. So you use a mid-size camera, of course, with film, bigger films, and you get much more sharpness in the most small details. And if you do that digitally, it's so difficult to get those kind of details in. And I only use a little part of the negatives. I don't even use the whole negative, but still it's very sharp and it gets its depth.
So this is in fact a part of a 35 or 70mm negative?
Yeah, so what is it? I don't know the English name for it, but it's the roll films you use.
Yeah.
And then use 6x7 centimeter film or photos. And then I just use the center part of that because I didn't have the lenses to get close, the micro lenses. I don't need those for getting the depth in it, because then you focus on sharpness, and I wanted the whole picture to be sharp but still get its depth, and then because of the tone scale and the gray tones gets that and the sharpness.
Okay. So these are 4 small pictures. On the other side of them we have 3 rather larger pictures. Is that done with the same, can't be done with the same technique, surely?
No, I use a different technique. I used so small film camera in an underwater housing, and I used this old